Hi everyone, welcome back to Earl Grey Books. I'm Ellie and I'm here today to do just a super quick introduction into this vlog. So this is the vlog in which I'm going to read the books that Amy from Booktube with Amy has selected for me. There are 3 of them and we're going to go through those. But first I want to talk about the fact that this is late. This was meant to go up in April and it just didn't happen. I'm running a little bit behind on these vlogs at the moment. I just didn't have the time to read things, and some have taken longer than I anticipated, and it's been a whole thing. So apologies to Amy that this wasn't up last month, and just a heads up to everyone else, I'm gonna try and get sorted in June while I take some time off from posting videos. I'm hoping that I can use some time to catch up on some of the later ones then, but there is also the possibility that the next 2 or 3 will also be kind of late. I'm doing the best I can, so that's all I can do, really. But let's go into it. I'll quickly tell you the 3 books that I'm doing. I'm filming this intro at the end because I forgot to film one at any point before now. I was sick when I started the first book, so I didn't want to film one then, and I just completely forgot until now. So the books that we have are The Library by Bella Osborne, On a Sunbeam by Tilly Walden, and In the Ravenous Dark by A.M. Strickland. I don't have anything else to add here, so we're just gonna jump straight in with the actual vlog, and I'll be back at the end to let you know how I did with everything.
Hello, it is me, Ellie from the past. Hopefully not too distant past, because I'm really sick of being sick and I would like to feel better now. Please and thank you. As you can see, I have a cuppa. It is the 19th of January today, and I'm going to start On a Sunbeam. I'm hopefully I said in the intro that I did that I wanted to have this not be the intro because I'm feeling awful, and I'm also trying to kind of conserve. So yes, I'm going to do this little clip introducing this and talk about it, and then I'm going to hopefully read all of it today and let you know how I go with it. So like I said, it's Jan. Probably mentioned this in Mel's video in March and possibly in Meredith's in Feb, that I did not prepare myself well enough for Meredith's books. And as of right now, I haven't finished any of them. So hopefully you do see that at the end of Feb, and that I do get around to reading them, because otherwise I'm like failing straight out the gate. So I'm going to try my best to do that. But I'm just really in the mood to read this at the moment. I picked it up from the library on Tuesday after work. Yeah, I was going to read it last night. The whole plan, I finished work and I got home and I had a bath and I got into my pajamas and I had some dinner and I put on the kettle and I sat down and I was like, I'm going to sit down for like 2 minutes while the kettle boils. This was about 8 o'clock at night. I was like, I'll do that, and then once the tea is ready, I will sit down and I'll turn on my camera and I'll start this, and then I can read and drink my cup of tea as I go. And then I sat down, and then Fletchy sat down on me, and then he did not move for 45 minutes, and so I just sat there for 45 minutes and I didn't make my tea and I didn't read. And then it was, like 8:45, 9 p.m. and I was like, it's too late now to start. With my idea being that I want to read this whole thing kind of, maybe not in one, because I feel like I'm probably going to need a cup of tea halfway through. But I want to read it all in the one day. So we're going to do that. It's still kind of early in the morning here. It's just past 10. I've been up for like an hour and a half at this point, but I'm just still not feeling very humanoid yet. So this is my first cup of tea for the day. I'm almost finished with it, and then I'm gonna go and make another one while I read. And yeah, I got a bunch of stuff I need to do today, so I'm hoping that this one won't take me too long to read, but also it would be kind of awesome if I could finish it today and return it to the library tomorrow, because I have a lot of library books out at the moment. Anyway, we're gonna jump in, we're gonna make some tea, and we're gonna read, and I'll see you all when I have finished. Already finished. Took me about an hour and a quarter maybe to end up getting through the whole thing. I was joined by a Fletch. Look at him looking cute back there. Okay, let's actually talk about the book though. So yeah, it took me about that long to read it. I don't know why in my head I thought that this would take me like maybe 2 hours. Maybe because it's so big, and I always forget how quickly I can really get through graphic novels. Obviously, you know, like some of these pages are either like entirely images, or will have, you know, like 5 words on the page and that sort of thing. Anyway, I really liked it. It's really cute. It's like a space, it's not really sci-fi, like it's a spacey romance found family sort of thing. It was really cute. I really like the art style. I'm a big sucker for like, I don't know, colors in like monochromatic art styles, and a lot of this is that. There's lots of reds and blues and things like that, and I really like that style. Some of it went over my head because I'm not really a sci-fi reader, and also don't really read that many graphic novels. I think I probably average on about 2 or 3 a year, and often they are ones in the same series. So last year I think I read 3, and they were all Lore Olympus. So I just don't really read the medium a lot. I'm just not, I don't know, I really like it, but I often get distracted by the art and I forget that you have to read the words. So anyway, this was easy enough to follow for the most part, but yeah, some of the like more science fiction-y based bits were a bit like, yeah, I'm enjoying this and it's fun and it's beautiful, but if you asked me to explain it, I would have no idea. So yeah, I'm gonna give it 4 stars. I think it was really fun and really cute. It is also got quite a bit of LGBTQIA plus rep. There is there's multiple sapphic romances, sapphic relationships at the center of this book. There is also a non-binary character, and so yeah, lots of queer rep in there, which is always fantastic. I honestly, like, I really enjoyed the story. I wasn't really that fussed on the kind of like romance element. It's very light on the romance. It is it's kind of a key thing, but it's also not a key thing. Very hard to explain, but I didn't care about that much as the like found family aspect. I really liked that. And I really liked those characters, and honestly, I'd read an entire thing of those characters. I don't know if this is just because there's a review from her on the back, but it does kind of give me a little bit of Becky Chambers vibes. I only read the first one in her series, and like quite a number of years ago, but it kind of had that same vibe of like it's about the characters, even though it's in space. It's very much about the characters and their relationships with one another, and less about like space stuff. So I really enjoyed that. So this is the first one of the year that I've finished for this project, so that also feels pretty good. I really want to read some of her other stuff now. I think I'm going to see if I can get anything from the library, maybe in a couple of months. I don't think I'll read them straight away. But yes, that's it for today. I'm going to go and jump on and do a bunch of other stuff, and I don't think I will be back to this vlog until maybe mid-Feb. Because I do have the other two, so I have Meredith and Mel's to do before this one goes up, so I need to be reading those. I'm having a little bit of trouble at the moment finding a copy of The Library. I think it might have a different title here in Australia. Like, I think it's very slightly different. I think it's called like the Street Library or something, or the Town Library. In a month or so I will have an ebook version of that through my library, but there's no, like, it just says coming soon, so I'm hoping that's fine. And I do have In the Ravenous Dark lined up already on the library, but yeah, I think I will finish off a few of those other ones for Meredith and Mel's picks before I swing back around to this one. So I'll probably see you all in a month or so, hopefully feeling a little better. And look at his little face back there. And I'm gonna return this to the library tomorrow. That feels really nice to be able to do. So I'll catch you all in a month or so when I start whichever of the two I decide to go with next.
Okay, hi friends. It has been a while. I think I read the first one in Jan. It's now April. It is only April 2nd, so I still do have a bit of time, and I'm honestly not too stressed about getting these ones done. But I said the same thing with Mel's, and then I got stressed about it. But I'm jumping on because I've actually been waiting for a library hold of In the Ravenous Dark by A.M. Strickland, and it finally came in last night, so I'm very excited to get to this one. And I think this is going to be my on the way to work and on the way home from work read for the next few days, so I'm really looking forward to it. Hopefully it's a relatively quick read and I can get a jump and start the third book, The Library, as well, and then hopefully that gives me a little bit of extra time if these take me a little bit longer than what I anticipate. But super quick, just wanted to jump on and say that I have this and that I will be back probably halfway through or so to talk about my feelings, and then at the end. We're having a bit of a conundrum here. It is now, I don't have my watch on. What day is it? It is the 20th of April. It is Thursday. And my library copy of In the Ravenous Dark is due back in 2 days and about 5 hours, and I am 40% of the way through. I have not picked up this book at all or even thought about it since Monday, and I'm kind of at a point now where I'm like, do I just DNF it, because the chances of me reading it in 2 days and 5 hours are slim, but do I also try and push through and keep going, because I'm still not loving it, but I don't hate it either, so I just kind of, do I just keep reading? I don't know. So I'm coming on here to vent my frustrations, and then I will see over the weekend whether I end up actually doing it or not. Basically, I'm not going to make a decision right now. We're just gonna we're gonna keep reading. I think I'm gonna read a little bit of it now and see how quickly I can get through the next little bit, and if it's sort of starting to pick up and I think I can finish it in that time, I will. But if I don't think I can, or don't end up enjoying it, it's gonna get DNF'd. But I am away this weekend, so I will not be back until Monday to update you on that. And then I still have to read the library in the space of 7 days. 6 days, because I really need this video to be up and edited before 2 a.m. on the Friday it's meant to be posted. So I'll be back with news about that on Monday. Maybe I've already finished it. I mean, that's the only option. I've finished it or I've returned it. So stay tuned to find out that right now. It's May, so this is the first vlog for this year that I just haven't gotten up in the month that I said I would. I had this grand plan that I would finish all of the books in April anyway, and then just have to do this vlog, like finish the vlog another day. But that didn't happen. So last time I spoke to you was before Rare. I think later that evening I made the decision to not continue with In the Ravenous Dark. I had to return it to the library. I wouldn't be able to reborrow it for at least 6 weeks because there are a bunch of other holds on it, and I had no other way of getting a copy of it, so I just had to admit that I just wasn't going to get to it. So I've DNF'd it, but it is one that I would possibly come back to. Like, I didn't hate it, I didn't dislike it, I wasn't grabbed by it. Like, I haven't put on another hold for it, so I don't feel like I have to rush to get to it, but I'm also at the same time not saying that I would never come back to it. Honestly, in the last week of April, Rare was a lot. It wasn't as physically demanding as I thought it would be. I was like 2 days of carrying around this massive trolley filled with books. I'm not going to be able to walk come Monday morning, but I was okay. I was a bit sore, but like I was okay. But it was very like mentally taxing, because it's a lot of people, and I just really needed last week to just kind of shut off, and I did my reading for Eurovisionathon and some other things, and it was more, I didn't feel up to filming this clip. I just wanted a few days to like do other stuff, and also I knew like I knew that I wouldn't have time to start the 3rd book anyway, so I would literally just be coming on here to talk about In the Ravenous Dark, and I don't even have that much to say. And I'm trying to be kind to myself and I knew that this was going to be a lot, and I probably, looking back at it now, should have given myself more of a break, but could have, should have, would have, right? So we're moving forward. And I also had a really hard time finding a copy of The Library, which is the third and final book for this. I finally got an audiobook of Scribed, and I'm going to start listening to that. I have two that I'm listening to right now, one for Eurovisionathon and this one when I start it. So I talked about in my Eurovisionathon vlog, which you haven't seen yet, but hopefully. I'm doing this cross stitch and listening to the audiobook, so I'm hoping, I don't even know how long this is, I have not checked, but I'm hoping that I can do a little bit of that later. I don't know, I like listening to audiobooks at night. I find that easier because I think I'm already exhausted, and so my brain and body isn't telling me that I am wasting time or being unproductive by listening to audiobooks. So I think tonight I will do a tiny bit of this, and let's see how long the first chapter is actually. The first one is 23 minutes and I will listen on 1.5 speed. So that should be relatively quick. And then if I want to read the next chapter, I will. But I'll try and get through chapter 1 at least and do a little bit more of this. So I guess I'll keep you updated on both of those things. I thought that giving myself like a specific time schedule with this would probably be a bad idea. So I am just gonna listen to it and go on with this, and when this video is ready, this video is ready. That's all I can promise, is that eventually you will see this. And yeah. I have one more video that I need to film for today. I'm starting to get, I don't know, I feel like there's something stuck in my throat though. So one more video and then I'm gonna spend the rest of the afternoon reading, and eventually I will come to this and my audiobook. Hi, it's been a couple more days. It's the 16th now and I haven't finished yet. I'm 23% of the way through, but I just wanted to like jump in and talk about it, and then just hope to God that I finish this soon. We're gonna talk about things, and I'm gonna update you on how I've been going with this. I've actually been really enjoying the book, I have to say. This is not the sort of thing I thought I would like. I didn't think I'd hate it, but I just thought like, not really my vibe. But it is really charming, and I think partly that is because of the audiobook. It's narrated by two different people. So one is like the old lady, the other one is like the teenage boy. And there's something about that makes it feel kind of weirdly cozy and sweet. Nothing has really happened in the book yet, so I can't really talk about how I feel about the story. So far it's enjoyable, and yes, there's that. I'm hoping my free trial of Scribed ends on the 30th, I guess on the 29th, because I have to pay on the 30th. I really don't want to have to pay, considering that I'm just using it for this one book. So I'm gonna try and finish it. Ideally, I'd love to be done by like, let's say next Monday. So I think what I'm gonna do is, I've just been listening to it like on my laptop when I'm sitting here doing this, which again I'm gonna talk about in a second. But I think I'm gonna download it Scribed onto my phone so that I can then, it's still rather early in the morning and this is the first thing I'm doing after breakfast, so excuse my brain, but yeah, so I can listen to it in the mornings when I'm going to work, was the end of that sentence. I don't tend to do that. I will usually read maybe a little bit of an ebook, but I think this might be good actually, because sometimes reading an ebook, like my head is down and then sometimes I feel a bit sick. So I'm wondering whether audiobooks may save me there, and what better one to start with than this one. So hopefully I'll be back. Hopefully, yeah, I'm kind of hoping maybe Sunday I do work the next 3 days. I think one of those days I'm coming home with my partner. So probably won't listen to it then, but otherwise I have like 5 trips back and forth that I could do that in, and I think I have 7.5 hours left. And I'm listening on 1.5 speed, so that should be relatively easy. I'm going to do a little bit more of listening to it today, hoping that I might get around the like 30 to 40% mark, mostly because this is what we're working with this so far, and I need to have this done by the end of July. This is a present for Eli, and A, he probably isn't going to watch this, and B, he already knows about this, but I need to finish it by the end of July, and yes. So I'd like to, I think today my goal is, well, I have a whole day worth of filming and some studying, some other stuff I need to do, but literally my plan is to just fill this little bit. There you go. That bit there needs to be this color green. So that's literally my goal for today, is to finish that bit, and that'll probably be 2 to 3 chapters worth. They're reasonably short chapters, so I can do that, and then I can decide which part of the pattern I'm going to work on next. I think I'm probably going to end up doing this one so that I can finish up this little bit here, but we'll see. I'll keep you updated on that as well. As I said, I've got quite a few videos to film today. I just made myself a cuppa because I've got to do that. I found this cute little mug in my cupboard the other day that we went through and got rid of some mugs, and this one was quite cute. It is very hot though because I literally just made it. But yes, I'm going to go and get ready to film, and then hopefully I will listen to some of this afternoon / this evening. I feel like, okay, thanks. Clearly that's a sign I need to go as well. So I will see you all in a few days, hopefully with this read, finally. Okay, so have just filmed the intro, but I also just this afternoon, literally about 25 minutes ago, finished the library, finally. I gotta say, the weight that has been lifted from my shoulders, I also finished an essay today, having finished an essay which marks off the last one for that class for this semester, and finishing this book which marks off the last one for this vlog, has just felt really fantastic. So I'm really glad that I managed to do that. Now I think I'm gonna give this book I think I'm gonna give it a 4, because I found it really sweet, really charming. It was also kind of addictive in a way. It was so fun to read that it was just it was just so relaxing to listen to, that I just felt like I kept coming back to it, because I was like, I just feel good about it. It makes me feel happy, it makes me feel relaxed and calm, and I just like feeling like that. So I had a really, really great experience listening to this. I listened to it the last couple of mornings on the way to work, and also just, still when I've been sitting around here or doing some laundry and things like that as well. And it's been really good. I'm gonna give it a 7.5 on the rating, for which is literally just for these videos. The only thing that I found was the last quarter of the book I felt really dragged, and I got just a little bit antsy for it to be done, I guess. Partly I think that was because I may have marked those things off, but I'm still quite stressed. I've still got quite a lot to do this week, and so at times it kind of felt like, just get on with it. I wanna be done. But on a whole, I did really enjoy this. I think I don't know, because I also gave On a Sunbeam 7.5, which makes Amy's total 15, because I didn't rate In the Ravenous Dark, having decided to DNF it. So I really enjoyed both of them, and I can't decide which of the two that I enjoyed more. They just feel kind of on par. Like, I loved them both for different reasons, which is that's a nice feeling. Like, I'm not gonna complain about that at all. Like, not being able to pick which book is your favorite is a nice kind of conclusion to a vlog, especially one that's been stressing me out. I don't think I have anything else to add. As I kind of alluded to in the intro, I don't think I'm gonna have the vlog for this month up, which is my partner's books, because I just have spent so much time the last 2 weeks listening to this that I haven't really been able to work on any of those. But I'm gonna catch up with things, I promise. But that is it for today. Thank you so much, Amy, for picking these. I really had a fantastic time. Well, at least reading 2 of them, which is really nice always. And I will catch you all next time. Hope you're all doing super well. Bye.